Buenos dias, good morning. Nicole Coaching here. Today we're diving into something that is very important to get to success. So if you're feeling like you're not quite successful, not quite where you want to be, you're still at the starting phase maybe, or maybe you've been doing this for a few years and you haven't seen progress, well, what we're talking about today is going to help you get it. Okay. And it's a huge thing that I do myself. What it is it's visualization. It's visualization. I do it for myself. I close my eyes and I picture. Not everybody can do this, so I'm going to try and teach you how to do it. What you want to do is you want to close your eyes and you want to picture what you're doing. So for me, something I would love to do is create a big, like if you sign up for my coaching program, then I'm going to send you this huge package of 6 different things in this package. You don't even know about this deal when you sign up for my coaching. This is just like an add-on, adding extra value, adding extra, more, better, even more than you expected. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to visualize this package. So I'm visualizing that I've already drawn out my own tarot card deck. That would be so amazing. And I can't even get started with that if I can't actually picture what it looks like. Okay, number 2 in my package is a handmade rose. So I'm visualizing, is it felt? Do I just buy this at the store? Am I hand making it? It's felt. What does it look like? What do the petals look like? Visualization. Physically, so I close my eyes and I see that rose. Okay, second I want to put in my package is like a personal handmade card, which I already have done. So it's when you write it all down, everything you want to do, you're going to notice that some of these things you've already done. So for this visualizations, it's very easy because I picture that card. It's a thank you card. It has a handwritten note in it from me. Done. Fourth thing, I want to have my book. I want to be able to send you my book for free if you sign up with my coaching program. And this book is going to have pictures of roses in it. It's going to be about roses and coaching, and it's going to be how am I going to write it? Think of all these details. So I'm getting really far into my own visualization. So what I'm talking about right now is that package I'm going to be sending to people when they sign up for my coaching program. And if you can tell, I just went down a huge rabbit hole of all the things I want to do. Right? And so I'm not even focusing right now on selling my coaching program. That's not even on my mind. My mind is like, how am I going to do it? When am I going to do it? How am I going to have all the time to get everything I want? Like, what if they blah, blah, blah. And so that's why when you're visualizing the next steps, let's say I'm visualizing getting on stage with Tony Robbins, being a speaker with Nick Santanastasso, speaking with Carrie Peters. These are all my coaches. So let me visualize that I'm actually doing a speaking moment with them. I'm on stage. The crowd is all pumped up already because they know I'm coming out, and I'm visualizing stepping onto that stage and just being ready to shoot fire out and to give knowledge and give secret tips and share my story. Visualizing me doing a speaking event with Nick Santanastasso is one way it's going to help me make that happen. Especially if he's watching this video and he's like, oh, damn, I should do that. Like, there we go. I put it out into the universe and it's going to come back to me in some way. And the thing is, you don't jump from A to Z. There's all those letters in between. It's not like you're able to think of speaking with Tony Robbins and then you just visualize it and it happens. It's even more than that. So yes, visualization is extremely powerful, but we also need to continually take baby steps. And these baby steps are going to get you to where you want to be. And because you're already visualizing a huge crowd of 500 people, when you do it with 100 people, when you do it with 10 people, it's going to be easier. And you're going to feel more comfortable, more confident. The less people you have viewing your videos, just like here on YouTube, this video is going on YouTube, but I started out with only 10 people watching my videos, and now it's up to 250 people watching my videos. So when you start out small, it actually allows you to have space to grow, learn, expand, and understand what it means to be a speaker with Nick Santanastasso. So it's like, yes, Nicole, yes, I would so appreciate being a speaker with them. And I know that would be a huge opportunity for me, but I'm going to continue to learn and continue to grow. And one day they're going to be watching this video and they're going to be like, oh, damn, she can bring down the house. Let's go. Let's go. And when your opportunity arises, that's when you get to snatch it. So that was my first topic, visualization. My second topic is snatching your opportunities. There's going to be 3 today, okay? So snatching those opportunities. I don't really like the phrase, the early bird gets the worm, because there are worms out there. The early bird gets the easiest worm. So if you're an early bird and let's say you live in a house with 10 people, you're the earliest waking up, there's a staff and they put all the food out on the table. And since you're the first one there, you get to pick your favorites. And there's not enough for every single thing they put out. Does that make sense? Are you visualizing a huge table of food with a few items of 100 things, let's say? So you're the early bird, so you get to pick this, and this. Those are your favorites. And the last person up only has 20 choices. See that? So it's not that the last person up isn't getting a worm. It's just that it's maybe not like they don't have as many choices. So let me go over that again. I'm not a fan of an early bird gets the worm, but it does help if you are particular, you know what you want to get what you want, then waking up early can help. And on top of that, it's 10:30 right now, but I've already been up for hours, and some people are still just waking up. So in that sense, I am an early bird and I wake up early so that I can get a lot done in a few hours when I first wake up, get my juices flowing, get my energy moving, do all of these things for myself, and then have breakfast with my husband when he wakes up. So what I'm talking about here is you want to set your own schedule. So the early bird gets the worm. Let's throw that out the window. And let's say the determined gets their favorite. Okay, I like that. The determined, write that down. If you're determined, you get results. So basically what I'm talking about is focusing on your heart centered. So this is going to be number 3 right here. So first, visualization. Second, determination gets you rewards. And third here is being heart-centered. So to be heart-centered, it really means You are heart-centered. How can we become heart-centered? How can we get away from our brain that's telling us all these things? Our brain is like, have you ever seen the brain of like a business? It's usually the computer. So the big computer room with this huge, massive, I'm sorry, I'm not in computer science, but it's a huge, massive brain, they call it. It's the huge computer that runs the lighting, the air conditioning, the temperature, all of those things. That's the brain. So picture your brain actually gets a lot of inputs, outputs. Like your brain gets everything. Your brain gets all the bad hormones, the good hormones. I don't know bad hormones, but what I'm trying to say is your brain, even when your brain is subject to negativity and positivity. So we cannot believe everything our head tells us because our hormones fluctuate and what we eat fluctuates, and all of these things affect our brain. So please, if you want to know more about that, click in the comments brain and then your question, okay? So, but basically, you cannot believe every thought that comes in your head. When you're saying things like, I can't, excuses, it won't work, I'm not good enough. These are all things that I hear too. And what you need to realize in this moment is you're stuck in your cabrera, your head. Correct. I don't know. What's the Spanish word? Drop in the comments. So, when we're heart-centered and we follow our heart, this is where we come up with the best answers and the best results. Because if your heart tells you that you're passionate about, drop in the comments. For me, it's coaching. I'm passionate about, comment. When you're passionate about that, and all you want to do is coach and help and be there for people and run your own business, and your heart tells you that the company you're working for is just not good, your bosses, you're unappreciated and you're taken advantage of. Okay, your heart is telling you you don't want to be here. This isn't where you want to be. Well, listen to your heart. Your heart is also telling you that there's more to the world than you can see. Your heart is telling you that that bird is just talking to you right now, if you can hear it. Okay, your heart, you want to focus on your heart. Focus on what you can control. I'm going to say that again. Focus on what you can control. If your head is telling you negative things, this is something you can control and say, not today. Today is a good day. Today is a great day. Today is a good day. Just keep focusing on what you can control. Because if you think about it, so the example I just gave is you're working at a shitty company. Well, you cannot control your boss. You cannot control his boss. You cannot control any of the people around you. You cannot control anybody else's thoughts. You can only control yourself. So if you're at this shitty company and you're trying to make it work because, oh, it's right above me. Ew, it's a blue jay. I can't control if that blue jay is going to stay there and keep squawking. So why am I focused on that? Why are you focused on changing this company you work for when you don't even like it? Like, you're not even a fan of this company. So why are you going to continue worrying about it, focus on what you can control. Okay, so it's almost like a glass ceiling, right? You're in a glass cube and you're focusing on yourself. But what you want is just outside of this glass ceiling. So what you want to do is you want to realize that you can stand up and you can push that ceiling up. So I'm using a lot of metaphors right now. So let's go back for a second. What I'm talking about is being heart-centered. I'm talking about being heart-centered. So what I want you to do right now is write a list of things that have you being heart-centered and in your head. Okay, we're going to do this together. So heart-centered, when I'm swimming, I always am having fun. I'm heart-centered. When I'm creating on like a pre-recorded video, or if I'm sharing my story, this is where I feel heart-centered. If I'm in my head is looking at people's comments, when I'm looking at others, that's what I wrote, other people's comments, other people's views. Oh no, I should be doing it like that. Oh no, I'm not doing it like that. That is your head telling you. You're in your head. So what's another in your head? Let's say looking at your bank statements, feeling like no other opportunities, looking at when you're in your head, you're seeing everything that you can't do. You can't, all the can'ts. That's in your head. In your heart, you're saying, I can. I'm made to do this. I'm born with these skills. When I'm in my head, I'm focused on, why is my Instagram video fuzzy? Why is it staticky? Like, then suddenly I'm down a rabbit hole of, now I need to fix Instagram. Like, who wants that pressure? Who wants to have to fix Instagram because their shit is making my shit fuzzy? Excuse my French. What I mean by that is staying heart-centered. So for me, my biggest thing is imperfect action. Okay, we're doing 4 things today. First was visualization. Second was determined to get your results. You'll have to help me out with this. Focusing on your heart-centered. And the last thing we're going to talk about today, I totally forgot what I was going to say, and that's okay, because the flow of this video especially, it doesn't have to be written down. I am huge on imperfect action. There we go. That was the 4th thing. Imperfect action. Imperfect action just means you're getting out there. So I started by talking about Instagram. Instagram is posting my videos and they're static. And I even went over and checked on my husband's phone because I'm lucky enough to have a partner. So I look on his phone, like, did my video show up static on your side too? And yes, it did. So I actually did delete it. But I have lots of other videos that are static, that are black. It's insane. It's not working. Why is it not working? I'm in my head right now. I'm in my head. Why is this not working for me? It can't work for me. I'm in my head. My heart tells me, just post it, just post it, just post it. So I have. So this has to do with imperfect action. And taking imperfect action just means that when something doesn't go right, you spend an hour making a video and then suddenly it doesn't actually work well, you're still posting it. I'm still going to post that video. I'm still going to post this video, even if I feel like I said a few things wrong. Like, oh, I didn't mean to say the S-H-I-T word. I didn't mean to say that. I'm sure I'm going to come up with something at the end of this video that I wasn't wanting to say. Just like, oh, I forgot my main point. Now I have to start all over. Do you have to start all over, or is that a limiting belief? An LB, I like to call it. LB, your limiting beliefs. Our limiting beliefs keep us stuck. And that's why imperfect action is so important, because when we take imperfect action, not only does it show other people that I'm not a robot, ooh, I'm not a robot, and I'm not perfect, I'm taking imperfect action. So thank you for watching today. If you followed all the way to the end, make sure you comment and let me know, because I really appreciate that. Comment your notes you took, and I hope you did take notes, because the more you write things down and you visually see what I'm saying as you write it down, it's going to hone in and it's going to stick better in your brain. So thank you for doing that today, and I'll talk to you next time with Nicole Coaching. Gee.